One thing that has perplexed me for years on all of the different CAD platform user forums is that somebody will post and ask how to do homework on some really very basic problems. So we know this is a basic question, and I have to wonder, where are the instructors of these classes that are not teaching the basic techniques? But anyways, we'll take a look at how to do this. Perhaps the instructor is L. Hamilton. Where are you, L. Hamilton? And this EMT 2480 lab. But let's look at how we might do this. So we see the units are in millimeters. Now I'm going to set it up one way. Of course, there are multiple ways of modeling a part. Hopefully we'll be able to get this all on the screen here. And so I'm going to think I'll start from the top view. So I'll go to the top plane and I'll right click and I'll do a new sketch, and I'm going to do the sketch for this feature first. And so I'm going to do a center point straight slot. I'll put the center at the origin. I'll go up and I'll come out horizontally, and we'll put some dimensions on here. So I'll do smart dimension, and I'm going to dimension the center to center distance, the 56, and then I'll dimension, we see that this is radius 18, so I'll go ahead and dimension that. Put in the 18, and we notice the sketch turns black. It's all fully defined. I'll go ahead and put these circles in for the holes. Now a lot of times I wait till the end to put in any holes, but in this case I'll go ahead and do those. And so I'm going to draw a circle at this point, and I'll draw a circle at this point, and let's go ahead and make that 16. And notice that that circle turns black. I'll hold down the control key, I'll select both of these circles, and I will put an equal relation between those. Now they both turn black. Alright, I will rotate around a little bit so I can see this similar to the model, and I see that that distance is 8. So I'm going to do an extrude, and I'm going to go down, so I'm going to flip that the other way. Now it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go down a distance of 8, and I'll say OK to that. So I have my model started. Now I'm going to do this feature. We see that it's 32 tall and it's 40 wide. Now I could either start that sketch on the top plane or on the front plane. I'll go ahead and start that sketch on the top plane, and I may have already changed my mind on that I don't want to do it on this top plane, but I'll go ahead and do this. So I'm going to draw a rectangle somewhere about like this. I will then dimension this rectangle, and we see that it's 40 this way, and we see that the width of this rectangle is 10, so I'll dimension that as 10. Now I want the rectangle to be centered here, so looking at it from the top view, I'm going to select the midpoint of this line, and I'll hold down the control key, and I'll select the midpoint of this line, and I'm going to set those 2 points to be coincident. Notice the sketch turns black. It's all fully defined. And then I'm going to extrude that up a distance of 32. So I'll go to my features, I'll do extrude, I'll put in 32, and I'll say OK to that. Alright, so now we have this feature. I'm going to do this rib next, and there's several different ways we could do that. We could use a rib feature, but for a beginning, just starting out, I think I'll go to the front view. So I hit the space bar, I'll go to the front view, and I'll start a new sketch on the front plane, and I'm going to draw a triangle from here, and I'm going to draw it over to here, and then I'll come over to here, and I'll come back up to here. and I'll hit escape to get out of the line command. I'll rotate around. I see that that triangle is fully defined. If it didn't turn black, I may need to add a coincident over here or here or here. I'll extrude that 12. So I'm going to do extrude, and I'm going to go mid-plane on this. So I'll do mid-plane and a distance of 12, and we'll say OK to that. Alright, then I'm going to do this geometry up here, and so I'm going to right click on this top face, and I'm going to do a new sketch, and let's go around to the top view. So I'll go around to the top view like this, and I see that I have a circle diameter 30 that's over 32 from this edge. So I'm going to draw a line, and I'm going to do this as a center line or construction line. I'm going to do it from the midpoint of this line. I'll go over here about like that. I'll draw this circle, so I'll draw a circle here, and I'll do that circle, and I'll go ahead and put the hole in here. And again, I usually wait till the end and do holes after I finish the part, but in this case I'll go ahead and put it in. And so the diameter of the cylinder is 30. The diameter of the hole is 20, and the position of the cylinder or the hole is 32 from this edge. So I'll select here, I'll select here, and I'll put in the 32. When I do that, notice that it all turns black. It's all fully constrained. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in this line and this line. And so I'm going to select the line command, and I'm going to click somewhere on the circle, but I'm not going to click on this quadrant. Don't click on that quadrant. I'll click and hold the mouse button down. I'll hold the mouse button down. Notice as I go around, it's going to put that line tangent to that circle. I'll come over here to this point, and I'll drop it onto that, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So I'll hold the mouse button down. It's going to put that tangent. I'll drop that at this point, and then I'll draw a line from here to here to connect it together. Now we have multiple profiles. We have this profile and we have this profile, and actually technically we have that profile as well in our sketch. I want to go down a distance of 10 with this profile, and also I need for this to go down a distance of 10. Now there's two different ways that I could do this distance, and we'll just go ahead and do both of this together. So I'm going to go to the features tab, and I'm going to do extrude. Now because I have multiple contours in here, I need to select the contours that I want to extrude. So I want to extrude that, and I want to extrude this. I'm going to flip that direction to go down, and I'm going to tell that a distance of 10, and I'll say OK to that. Now I also want this to go up a distance of 10, so I'm going to expand that feature and right click. I'll show that sketch. I'll highlight that sketch over here in the browser, and I'll do extrude again. And this time for my selected contour, I only want this area right in here. I'll go up a distance of 10, and I'll say OK to that, and then I will right click and hide that sketch. So that completes this part in several easy steps. There are other ways of doing it, but that is one way of completing the part.